Welcome to this reading for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising of Venus. This is a reading for mid-February, which will be the middle part of February to the end of February, and it does not matter when you see this. If you come across this reading now, it is also good. So before I get started, I'll let you know about this reading. I read intuitively, and my intent is to give you insights into what's going on in your life, things that that you might be not really aware of, and give you a different perspective on what is going on in your life. So what I do is I start with a reading of the splits, which is when I cut the cards, the two cards that show up at the bottom of the deck and in the middle of the deck. I'll go through about 3 of those, and then I will start a Celtic Cross reading. And that will give you information about the situation. And then I will go into the future a little bit with the cards, and then I will look at the base of the reading, the bottom of the deck cards that are coming up. And then after that, I will pull clarifier cards from this deck of cards that will make anything that's not really clear and anything that comes up during the reading that needs to be clarified. So I will get started now with pulling the splits. So the situation for Scorpio right now is the 3 of Cups, which is a card of kinship, of celebrating with friends. This can be loved ones and family. And the 4 of Pentacles. The 4 of Pentacles talks about being a little bit concerned about your material wealth. Sometimes it can mean that you are feeling a little bit pushed in some ways. Your resources are being pushed, or you don't feel as though you have the ability to share. So let's do the second split. Oops. And it looks like the Sun, which is joy and happiness and shining the light on things that are hidden, is on one side, and the Hierophant, which is institutional. Often it's big religion. This card takes a little bit different approach to it. It can be a spiritual guide. It can be an organization that is, it can be government, it can be a large organization, but it's some kind of power that has to do with rules, regulations, etc. So a third pulling of the splits. Another thing we might be talking about is these are 2 cards that show that you're a little tired. The 4 of Swords on the left is a period of recuperation and rest. Sometimes it is because of something that has hurt you. That's why we see the heart in this, that you've taken time to rest from things. And on the right, the 9 of Wands, you are working very hard, and you may be a bit weary right now. There could be some strife that's taken place. That's kind of an intuitive feeling here. And sometimes this card does talk about that. It also talks about pushing through to the end of something that is in progress. I'll go ahead now and continue to shuffle the cards and set up for the Celtic Cross reading. What do we have at the heart of the matter? Well, straight out of the 8 of Swords. You have something on your mind. The 8 of Swords often talks about anxiety due to feeling trapped by something. This is a mental anxiety that the card shows a person sitting and looking in a mirror, and in the mirror image they are bound by the swords. This is a situation for which a change of perspective is required. This is the feeling that you are trapped. This is not actually being trapped, because none of these bindings are truly inescapable. And what it's really telling you is that you're overthinking something, you are caught up in your own head about something, but you are worrying about something that is, it feels like it's trapping you. The reality is that you are not trapped. So let's see what crosses the 8 of Swords, this feeling of being trapped for Scorpio. The King of Swords. Well, the King of Swords energy is, the King of Swords is intelligent and powerful and a truthful individual. The King of Swords, it talks about intellect, authority, truth, and discipline. Reversed, because we don't know whether it's the positive or negative. Reversed, this can be manipulation, inner truth, or weakness. And it can also be quiet power. So this could be a person around you who is an air sign, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. And they can be a person who is, this could be a person around you, or it could be part of your chart. So let's see what is at the base. Sometimes what's at the base of the reading talks about the root cause. We'll be looking for the cause. There's 2 cards that have fallen out. Let's see what they are. The first one, there is some news that has come to you recently. The Knight of Swords. So far this is all about swords. And the swords talk about communication and conflict. And the second card that we get here is the Nine of Cups. I can read this as the 2 cards together. That is what I'm being guided to do. The Knight of Swords, you recently had news that had something to do with a wish fulfilled. That it was a positive message and something that made you happy. However, there's still this 8 of Swords situation here, so we need to find out what that's about. And let's see if the recent past gives us any clues. What was in the recent past? So you have a Page of Swords. So far, we are swords and 1 cup. Your energy is, of course, the Scorpio energy of water. So the 9 of Cups is really in your, but there's a lot of things that are going through your mind with information. Now, the Page of Swords is what I call an apprentice card. The Page of Swords is an individual who is intelligent and inquisitive. They are looking for information. Sometimes what they do is they ask a lot of questions because it's apprentice energy, in that they are not always completely mature in their knowledge. So they're searching for something, but they sometimes ask a lot of questions and can talk too much and can be annoying. This feels like an individual around you who has that energy. It may be a situation where the 8 of Swords has you feel trapped with this person, or it could be that you feel trapped in a situation with the King of Swords. This has yet to be revealed. So let's see what is entering Scorpio's consciousness. What is at the top? The Page of Pentacles. More page energy here. The Page of Pentacles is a grounded person. Again, another young energy, another apprentice energy. The ability of the Page of Pentacles is to stay grounded with the earth energy, and they come up with great ideas. They're full of ideas that are grounded in reality. In other words, practical ideas. The Page of Swords is also good with ideas, and it's in the realm of information. So this can be positive energy. It just depends on what cards lay down in the near future, and we'll look further in this situation and see what's going on, because we want to get to why you're in the 8 of Swords. What is in the near future for Scorpio? Oh, losing cards. I'm going to shuffle these a little bit and try again. What is in the near future for our Scorpio? And cards are being touch frisky this morning. What is in the near future for Scorpio, please? Okay. There is something brewing here, because the Hermit is telling me that this 8 of Swords is going to force you to go inside. And this actually could be you going inside yourself or talking to someone who embodies the Hermit. The Hermit is a card of Virgo. So this could be someone around you that you're talking to, because something is weighing on your mind in such a way that is making you feel trapped. We'll find out more about that as we go on. So what is Scorpio in the reading right now? What is Scorpio embodying right now? What is Scorpio's energy, please? Ah, there we go. That's one of the cards that came out. Currently, the Three of Pentacles is your energy. And the Three of Pentacles is working in collaboration with individuals. It's teamwork, and it's a time when you might be learning about something as well. So this can be work or home, a project or a plan or something that you're working on with a group of individuals. So let's see what the environment around this is. What is the current environment, please? What is the environment for Scorpio? Again, we have a couple of cards that have fallen out. I'm going to take both of them. It's a time of hard work, but it's work with individuals that you consider to be, this is a stable group, this is a stable atmosphere. You're working hard, you're getting close to the end of a period of activity. The Ten of Wands shows up when there is some cycle that is getting close to an end. You're in a Nine of Cups here, so this could be a cycle that is getting close to an end. The Eight of Swords also suggests that something that is annoying is coming to an end. It could be that there is a lot of work that is happening and you're worrying about that. So the environment, though, is good. At the same time, you're feeling a bit pushed. This can be a burden, and this is, again, another one of those cards of perspective. The Ten of Wands is often thought of as carrying a heavy burden. The thing is that what is happening here in a lot of cases in this deck is that you have learned and your life experience has grown, and so you have resources that you have available to you. This can be used in this environment, and this is also showing me you might be thinking, the environment is one where you might be thinking about moving ahead into the future in a different direction. So let's see what your hopes and fears are. What are Scorpio's hopes and fears right now, please? The Devil reversed. Okay, I think that you have found yourself in a toxic situation. The Devil reversed is kind of interesting. The Devil is a Capricorn card. It can represent a Capricorn, and it is also a toxic energy in its negative sense. The Devil really talks about, in this case, maybe you're feeling a little bit of dark energy, like a depressive energy. Maybe you're afraid that you're being manipulated, or perhaps you're afraid of the idea of dark thoughts coming to you. There could be some things that are on your mind. So there, your mind could be, you could be a little bit afraid of something that's going on. Something could feel a bit toxic. It can talk about addictions and codependency. So if you have someone around you who is struggling with a situation, or if you yourself struggle from, say, depression or anxiety, this could be a card of, you're a bit afraid. So this is really giving me the idea that you're working on something emotional, and you may be having thoughts that are unpleasant. So we'll look into this when we go to the clarifiers and when we look at further into the future and into the past to see how you got here. It does look, however, though, that you are in a fairly good space and you seem to be working with people, but there's something on your mind. There's something on your mind that is bothering you. That's obvious. So let's see what the outcome for Scorpio looks like. We'll look at a couple of cards with the outcome, but initially, well, a couple of cards fall out. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is manipulative energy. Now, I don't know who is doing the manipulating, but here's the clue. This is manifesting energy. So, and you are going to be in the outcome. What I'm getting from this is that what you are afraid of is manipulation. And whether it's being manipulated, or you have felt the need to try to manipulate the situation. I do not know yet, and we'll figure that out. But something, I think you're trying to move your environment to a certain state. And so this may mean that you are attempting to do that. These two cards together, the Hanged Man, it means that you're thinking about how you can manipulate the situation or how you can get out of a manipulative situation. We don't know which that is. The Magician is a card of Gemini. It is manifestation in its positive form. And so because it's upright here, this could be you trying to manifest your way to something that you feel more comfortable with, because this card is giving me a clue that you're not particularly comfortable in this environment, even though it appears to be a stable environment. And sometimes this is a stable environment with people that you really work well with. But something about the situation is not feeling like it's sitting right with you. So let's look into the future just a little bit. We'll look at one or two more cards here, because we did get this dual sort of outcome, and it's kind of mystifying here. So what else is coming up in the future? And let's talk a little bit about what is the Hanged Man and the Magician. What is that leading towards? What is that situation leading towards? I guess what would be the result of this period of really waiting? Because it's waiting for an answer. Well, this showed up in the splits. You're working really hard. And so the work that you are doing is toward a particular end. So what else is there in the future? Tell us more. What is the work that the Nine of Wands is talking about? Can you tell us about that? That Nine of Wands, it is telling me that you need to move something to completion. There's a bunch of cards here that just fell out, or 3 cards. So let me look at these and see if we'll keep them. We might. The Sun. The Sun is the first card that came out. Since all of the cards turned up on the table, I'm going to take them and let's see what we'll do with them. So the Sun talks about shining light on a situation. So your idea, what you're waiting for, you're going to work on this. And I think what we'll be working on is you're looking for an answer, and that is what will come to you. Now that answer will bring you a state of balance, and it also will bring you to a state. This is something that you are going to finish this cycle, and what's really resulting from this is a rebirth for you. So this is very interesting. And the Sun is hope and healing, and again, secrets revealed, the hidden revealed, the light shining on things. Temperance is a card of Sagittarius, but it talks about balance being restored. And Judgment here is a rebirth that is happening. So I think that you're going to get to the end of your confusion here will be resolved in a great deal of joy and happiness, and a restoration of balance with Temperance, and a rebirth. That is very interesting. So let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. What got you to this point? So we will go back a little bit. So we see that it was showing in the cards in the split. This reading shows you've been balancing what is inner, what things are going on inside you, and the external and the material. So the physical and the spiritual world. You've been trying to balance that, and you've also been very busy. Now, this Knight of Wands could be talking about this Temperance card. There could be a Sagittarius. You could have Sagittarius in your chart as well. So justice and judgment are showing up here. And justice is, you have been looking for justice. You might have been in a situation where there was some sort of karmic balance that was needed. it looks like you've got that. And it looks like that came after a period in which there was some strife. This could be in the workplace, or this could be a family situation. People all working for something. There's a competitive energy here that is often not everyone working together towards a goal, but people working for their own, for something, for their own ends. The Five of Wands is that there's someone who is willing to do anything to reach a goal. So it's someone who is working against the rest of the people in the situation. So that is my guess, is that you got justice about that, and that the balance was restored. And that looks like the creative energy started to flow again, and that you were looking for balance. Now that can cause, if there was this tension, that could be what was causing some of this Eight of Swords situation here. Around you, you have good energy. And I'm going to go back to this card. I'm going to take it back to the Three of Cups, because we did see the Three of Cups in the split. You have been looking for a situation where you can work with people. And it really is based in an old cycle where you were in the Ace of Cups, learning about your emotions and going through the emotions. And I think some of those still needed to be worked through according to this. So let's see if we can find clues here at what might be going on. Looking for balance, for sure. This, I think, is our clue that there was something that felt toxic here. And I think that's that Five of Wands situation. There was something about this that did not set well with you. But prior to that, you were in a good situation as far as with working with people. The Three of Pentacles and Three of Cups are somewhat similar in their meanings. It's sort of a harmony with a harmonious situation, a collaborative feeling, and a celebratory in the Three of Cups. This is emotional, it's friendships and celebrating. But there was something hidden. This is a Pisces card. The moon is talking about going deep into secrets, some things that are hidden. And most likely, these are emotions within you. And so this is something that you have been working on. I'm going to put this up here because I think it is really important. And the other thing about it is that this was a situation where you were healing. So this is emotional healing. And sometimes it takes a long time for that emotional healing to really take. Things you have to work through. And I think that's what we're talking about here. So we're going to put this up here because this is a time of healing, emotional healing. You have had this situation that things are really busy and things were a bit out of balance. The justice, the karmic balance was restored. And some of the things around you, you had this energy of the Emperor, whether that was you or another person. This could be a very strong leader. This could be something that you have been embodying. But this is Aries energy, this is fire energy. And that's kind of relevant because the energy of Mars is also Scorpio's energy. And there also you have had around you in the past a very strong relationship with someone, whether that's with an Aries or this is your personal relationship, your mate. That's entirely possible that was there. So there was some strength here. And the situation that got combative, I think you have managed to turn that around. But there's still something in the situation that we're not really clear about. And that's what I want to know. What is it that you're healing from? Again, I can see by this that you are headed in the right direction and you're willing to do the work. The Hanged Man and the Hermit are rather similar cards because they talk about waiting for answers from within. This can be answers from without. So you could actually be talking to someone. You could be talking to a counselor to get to the bottom of what's causing you this distress, this feeling of being trapped. And the Hanged Man, now I think it tells me that the energy is shifting to the point where you are doing this on your own. You're not feeling trapped. You are intentionally going to go in the future deep into looking at what is causing this fear for you, maybe trying to get out of a situation where there is a codependency, a toxic relationship or whatever, and work through it. And it is going to be the energy here that will move you through that, and keep doing that work, because that will resolve. The situation here, it looks like it might actually get to the end of yet another cycle for you. The rebirth that is at the end of this is going to be an emotional rebirth. So let's look at what we need to understand. So while I don't see exactly what is going on in the cards, I do see that you've gone inside looking for something, and that it's resulting in healing for you. So now I'm going to pull clarifiers for this reading for Scorpio. What I'm trying to do here is to figure out why, when the reading looks generally good, these are things from the past that tell me that things have been turning around and that there is healing taking place. You have the King of Swords here as the crossing for the situation. So I think what you're doing is you're slowly getting to clarity. The Hermit may be someone that you need to consult. The situation feels comfortable in some ways and uncomfortable in others. So that's what I need to get clarifiers on. So let's see what it is that you feel trapped in. That's the matter. That's the heart of the matter, is what is making you feel trapped. So I'm going to shuffle these cards really well and ask, what is behind, what is the root cause of this feeling of trapped that you find yourself in? Because we see that it could be a situation where there is toxic energy flowing one way or the other. Sometimes we get trapped in cycles where that happens. We feel trapped because we don't feel like we can back off in a situation. If there's a tension there, what is that about? So what is it that is at the root cause that's causing Scorpio to feel trapped in a situation? What does that have to do with the King of Swords? Tell me more about this, please. What is it about? Show me more. Tell me more about why the Eight of Swords is here. Okay. Show me. Okay. The Knight of Cups. So the Knight of Cups, and I'm going to see what's at the bottom. There's Judgment. Judgment and the Seven of Cups. That's interesting. So I'm going to pull these two cards and set them here for a moment. There's also the Ace of Swords. So we're trying to get the truth. The Knight of Cups represents you. The Knight of Cups is also a message of love. And there's something in this situation that is confusing you. This is a state of emotional confusion. You have choices. You may be thinking of ways to get out of what feels like to you an uncomfortable situation, and you haven't worked that out. That is what you're looking for here. You are looking for the answers. You're looking for answers to the confusion. And this rebirth that is going to be happening features into this in some way. This could be, and let me look at this from a slightly different perspective, that is not really related to the situation of what is happening in the future. This could be, it could be just a part of your growth towards that. Now, that makes sense to me. And yet, it could be that this card here is you finding your calling, and this card here is more related to a rebirth, or vice versa. So it could be that the truth and it could be that you're unable to follow your intuition, because that's what this sometimes talks about. Maybe know the truth, but you are not accepting that. That feels more to be the case. So the Ace of Swords is you're looking for the truth. There is a possibility that you are not following your own instincts here. This is telling me that this is yours. You are maybe, and I'm going to put this back in the deck because it's causing you this confusion. So let's see what this confusion is about. What are the choices? What is the confusion about? Let's see if we can get clarity on that. What is confusing you about the situation? That's not it. What is confusing Scorpio in this situation? Why is there so much angst? The Knight of Pentacles. Now, the Knight of Pentacles is telling you that there is more work to be done. So that could have been just a little, hey, there's more work to be done. You just need to do that. And perhaps that's what you feel trapped in. You need to do, you need to do the work. It's not work that you want necessarily to do. And it could be because there is a situation of codependency. It could be because it's an undesirable situation that is making you feel as though you have no recourse. Actually, you feel you have no recourse. So how so? How so does Scorpio feel they have no recourse? Why is that happening? Why is that the case here? Show me. The Page of Swords. Okay, that's the Page of Swords. What? It's someone around you. So, and something around you, someone around you may be hiding something from you, and you don't know what that is. The Page of Swords and hidden. Something is hidden from you. So what is going on with the Page of Swords that is hidden from you? Let's see if we can find out. Get a hint here. So, see if we can get you some help. The Page of Swords may be someone you know. I feel it is someone you know. The Queen of Cups. This is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. So this could be you. Some Scorpio may be caught in a codependent situation because this is your card. The Page of Swords is a seeker of truth, and it's a youthful seeker of truth. And something is hidden, the Page of Swords. Now, who is the Hermit? What is the Hermit going to do? This is somehow attached to your sense of self. And it's an important thing, and that's why I keep digging into it here. So what is the Hermit? What is the Hermit here? We know that the Hermit and the Hanged Man are somewhat related. But what is the function of the Hermit here? We know that you're looking for that which is hidden. We see that it is going to be revealed. The things are going to be revealed, and the truth is going to be revealed. So what is the function of the Hermit? Why are you going to be in that space? Why is that energy coming? Well, it's to do with choices. Is that the Two of Wands or Two of Swords? No, it's the Two of Pentacles. It's to do with the balance. It's to do with the balance. A King of Cups, and the water energy keeps coming up here. This is spiritual. This is a spiritual awakening for you, and that is why the Hermit and the Hanged Man, they are all related. This is a spiritual awakening. You are looking at something hidden within yourself. This is self-searching, and the situation is one where it concerns the toxic energy or codependency. So this is your energy, or someone else who is a water sign around you. And the Hierophant is a spiritual institution. Now, that can be an institution as in the institution of marriage. It can be an institution as in a large organization with traditions and rules. And the Two of Pentacles is this balance that you are striving for. You may be feeling that you do not have balance in your life. And this is your card, Scorpio. The Death card is your card. This Two of Pentacles, this balance, at the base of this reading, here you are. This can be death and rebirth, so this could actually be talking about the rebirth here. The Six of Cups. This is the crux of the matter. This is something from your past that is hidden. This is something that you are looking... Oh my God, that just gave me so many chills. That is heavy energy right there. This is something deep from your past that you are looking into that was toxic. That could have been a Capricorn around you. This could be a Capricorn that was toxic. And it seems to me to be in your past. That is what you are afraid of. You are digging into the things that are really heavy in your past. And that's why your mind is elsewhere. Even though you are working in a situation where whatever it is that you are actively working on in the material world, your head is elsewhere. Your head is off here. I really get the feeling you are looking for your calling. The emotional situation is confusing you. And that is why you are in the Hermit and the Hanged Man. This is a spiritual journey that you are on. And this manifesting is either how to manifest out of this situation the healing that you wish. Now, that is going to happen. I just wanted to see what in the world we were talking about here. So I'm going to ask, is there anything else that Scorpio needs to know? Because I think this is really clear. It feels like a difficult but very worthwhile journey into yourself that you are on. And you're trying to balance that search and this spiritual project on yourself with the real material world of the job and life, and keeping that in balance. And you are working very hard on this. What else do we have for Scorpio? Is there something else they need to know? What else does Scorpio need to know right now? The Queen and King of Cups is a couple. This can be the union of yourself with yourself in one way, or this could be others who are water signs around you, other Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. There could be a Pisces involved. The Pisces and the moon are related, so in the past it could be a Pisces. We have seen the energy of the Emperor here. I think that there may be someone in your past who is in the cards. If you go back in the reading to where we looked at who is in the past, if any of those individuals, we have Sagittarius, we have Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, we have again the Sagittarius. I'm going to stop and have another look through these cards in the past, because that is kind of tickling at me. I just cut to this. There is a Leo, and this is going way, 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 way back. There's the King of Pentacles, so there's Leo, there's Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. It's quite possible that this King of Pentacles had something to do with the pain. This is going quite far back. If there's a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo in your past that you felt hurt by or lied to, that could be what that's showing. There's the Queen of Pentacles. That's another Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. You were healing from that hurt. And that is, let's see, what do we have here? We have the Knight of Pentacles. And we've seen the Knight of Pentacles show up when work is being done and there is more work to be done. This is in the material world, usually. There has been some emotional bliss, and you've been in touch with yourself. So one of the things that you have been doing is work to perfect something. And your fruits of your efforts paid off because you were rewarded for that. Now, the Empress energy is telling me that this is, in the world, this is really kind of where this starts. And we see the two of Cups here. This showed up. So right here we have we have a rebirth or a new cycle in the Empress energy. You are manifesting at this point, and you're manifesting a relationship, and I believe this is a relationship of loving yourself. You have had this energy of the Queen of Wands. This is the energy of Mars, which is creative energy that you have been using. You have been in a state of working on your emotions. It's obvious here. And you are looking for the situation of this kinship and being in a happy place with individuals that you love. So we do have the Emperor and the Lover. So the Emperor energy could be yours as leadership. And again, it's more fire energy, more Mars energy. But this could also be someone around you who is an Aries or a fire sign. And that could be related. This could be a mate. This could be a friend, a partner, or a mate. And that lover's relationship is figuring into this. Then the situation that might have been another, that's the right word, another trigger for what is going on right now, is some work or project or activity that got contentious. This is strife, and this is striving at cross purposes to one another. I think this upset you, and you are looking for some sort of justice. Now, that justice and this situation may have gotten you into the headspace where you felt trapped. The Sagittarius image comes here, but I think that you were working at this point, you were working inspired, and you were working to balance between your physical and your emotional. And that is where we get to what we see here. We have the moon, we had something hidden, and we have healing going on. Now, the individuals around you may be a part of the story in any different number of ways, depending on which Scorpio you are. But what we see here is very strong water sign energy involved in the whole situation. And at the root cause is this page of swords and something hidden. So what we need to know now, before I quit, is what is the page of swords? Tell me more. Let's see what's going on with the page of swords here. We know there's something hidden, and we know it is part of the root cause for your distress and you're feeling trapped. What is the page of swords? Tell us more about the page of swords. What is the page of swords? Okay, the page of swords is the Two of Cups. The page of swords is a loved one of yours. This is why this is so distressing. This is someone you know. It could be a part of you. It could be someone young that you know who is struggling. But the Eight of Wands also comes up here. And the Eight of Wands is that there's a lot of information flying about now. And so it is the Knight of Swords energy, but it's a lot of messages, a lot of activity. Things are happening now. So it's been a difficult time and a lot of things going on. So one final card, please. One final card of advice for Scorpio. That's not a final card, but we'll look at it. Okay. This is telling me that the situation with the Page of Swords has something to do with justice. Perhaps they got in trouble. Perhaps the individual got in trouble. Now, there's the hint that there are Leos involved. But this strength and justice, this may have required strength on your part. The situation may have required strength on your part. The Eight of Swords is showing up right here, and that has been causing you the anxiety. So these are things that you have been working on, strength and justice, and people that you can lean on that have this. So the Eight of Swords is here. This is showing this is why you are concerned. There was justice involved here. Now, it has something to do with this heartbreak. And the Ten of Wands is also in this reading. And this is why. This is one of the reasons why you are distracted because you are not sure. I think that this might really be something to do with what you really want to do in your life. That this is about heartbreak, and this is about healing from that heartbreak. Whatever happened, it could be something to do with the Page of Swords. Again, it's something hidden. There was a search for justice, and you had to pull upon all the strength that you had because this was a heartbreak. Now, I don't know what happened here, but this is a situation that you need to know that this Ten of Wands, the reason you're feeling the way that you are is because of this situation. And of course, at the base is the Ace of Wands. This is manifesting energy. You are going to be able to do what you achieve here. You need to move through this energy. And yes, the 3 and 4 of Pentacles. I see this. The 7 of Pentacles. The 7 of Pentacles is discernment of things in your life. The things that are making things complicated. You can cut back on things in your life. If this is too much for you, we have to think of it this way. You want to manifest here. You want to manifest this. Now, the 7 of Pentacles is the card of choices, putting things to one side for a while, or studying something and making edits to whatever it is. It's the act of pruning projects or making your plans fit more into something that is sensible. So there's some manifesting energy. I think you are going to have to think about how much you can take on, because there's this other stuff that is on your mind. Now, the 3 of Pentacles and 4 of Pentacles, we talked about the 4 of Pentacles being the 4 and 5 of Pentacles. The 5 of Pentacles is the feeling trapped that you do and it's similar to the 8. Let's see, I'm going too far down the rabbit hole here. So winding back to this, all of this is to say that there is a lot on your mind and it's making you feel a bit like you're done. There is a need for you to continue working to get to the point where you have that balance and those answers that you need. And this is your energy. There is the need to balance, and that's, that your energy and the need to balance is related to this. When you get to this point, things will brighten up considerably, I believe. And one of the things that you're definitely looking for here, it looks like the thing you're worried about is getting justice for an individual around you. It could be for you. That individual is the Page of Swords, and there is something hidden about that. There's something that you don't know that is weighing on your mind. That is the situation. The 2 of Cups is telling me that this is an emotional situation about someone that you love, and that is what is weighing on your mind. You do have the okay, I'm going to take this off the table. You have the situation where your energy and the energy of another water sign. This could be a couple. This could be a married couple. This could be the lovers. They don't have to be the same sign, but it's a couple. And this could say that your emotional strength right now is really greater than you think it is. You are not trapped. You have alternatives. So that would be the message that I have here. And the Hierophant, this is also talking about an institution that has mercy, a spiritual organization. It's possible that it's that, but there is mercy available. So if something is needing mercy, that is something that is available. Again, we do see you as feeling a bit like you need to move on. I think that I can say that this is a complicated situation that has taken me a little while to get some clarity on, and I hope that what I have told you makes sense. There is one more card. I feel like we haven't got to the bottom of this. So what is the message, the overarching message for Scorpio for this reading? The Five of Pentacles and the Page of Wands. Page of Wands, it's going to take some creative energy. The Page of Wands is youthful, creative energy. It's going to take that creative energy, and the Five of Pentacles, you can get out of this feeling of trapped, because it's going to require the creative energy and a shift of perspective. And before I leave it there, at the bottom, the Eight of Wands, there's more information coming, and that information will bring healing. And you will get clarity on what the situation is with the Devil card. Why is there more? What wraps this all up? Sometimes things just happen. This is very strong. I felt the need. I felt that it needed a completion. Sometimes things just happen, and you will be successful. And this will be resolved in the Ten of Cups. And it will happen quickly. And it is indeed related to these two cards. The outcome. The Four of Cups, the Hierophant, the Queen of Cups, and the King of Cups. The Empress energy, the Ace of Swords, and the Ten of Pentacles, and the World. And the Ace of Wands. Sometimes this reader has to stop and say, I should have seen that. The Four of Cups. This is something you didn't want to see. This is something you didn't want to see. That this, sometimes this is just, sometimes things happen. The Hierophant. Queen of Cups, King of Cups. There they are. There's the Empress energy. There's the brilliant truth and clarity. This is a happy home, and this is definitely going to be a rebirth. So, manifesting the King of Wands and the Fool. I can keep going back. And it's not getting me any further into this, but yeah, this is something that just happened. This means that things will move in the direction that the reading has shown, and you will get to the truth. And this truth will move you in a direction towards even further healing.